Hello fellow programmers, and welcome back to another C++ video. Today we are going to build up on our previous lecture and we're going to finish writing our first C++ program. I might have gone over some theories like functions and input-output, but don't worry, we are going to go over them in future videos in more details. So let's get into the video. The final part of the C++ program that we are going to look at is the program body. The program body is where the implementation of the program is, and that is where the execution of the program starts. It contains statements, function calls, and return values. Don't worry, we're going to go over functions and returns later on in our videos. But for now, remember that each C++ program must have something called a main function. Let's get into our example and I'll explain it in more details. Finally, we're going to start writing the body of our program. For that, we must remember that every C++ program must have a main function. We're going to look at functions more in later videos, but for now, you need to remember that a C++ program must have a main function, and the return type of the main must be an integer. It has to be, and definitely has to be, an integer, or else the compiler will give you an error because the compiler won't be able to find the main function and won't know where to start the program. So for that, at first I'm just going to comment program body, and then we need to tell the programmer that this is where our program starts. Because I said the return type of the main function has to be an int, it has to be an integer, so we use the keyword int to say integer in C++. And after that, we need to say that this is the main function and it has to be in lowercase letters, because if main is written in uppercase letters, C++ won't know, because C++ is case sensitive, and that's why the main function has to be written like so, in lowercase letters. And to tell the compiler that this is a function, we're going to use parentheses. Like putting these parentheses says that this is a function of name main and return type of integer. We're going to look more at functions in our later videos, but for now we're going to use the main function for every program, because that's where our C++ program will start executing. And to say where the C++ program will, where the main function will start and end, we are going to use these curly brackets. And inside those curly brackets, we're going to write our statements, our operators, our whatever operations we use, and all our return values and all our function calls. Everything else is going to be inside the main. For now, we're going to output, because we're going to output hello world to the screen. I'm just going to comment that to the screen. And I am going to write the command for outputting a string to the screen. So for that, at first we need to use the keyword standard, which tells the compiler that we need to go here and we need to look for the container called standard. It's a namespace. We're going to learn about namespaces later on, but for now, remember that this standard is a namespace. It's a container where the definition of what keyword we're going to use is located at. And then we need to use two colons. It's called the scope resolution operator. What that does is that it looks for standard
and then it looks for the keyword. What we're going to use is cout in this case. It's written C-O-U-T, but it's pronounced cout, and it goes inside the standard container. And what this colons do is that it dereferences. It just tells us that this cout is inside this standard. So it goes here, and then it looks for standard inside the IOStream library, because we're using the cout is inside the input output stream because it outputs a hello world, like it outputs like a string or a variable or whatever we tell it to output to the screen. So we are going to write standard cout, and then we have to put two smaller signs, these angled brackets, and then we put quotes, and inside these quotes, whatever we write is going to get outputted to the screen. For now, I'm just going to write hello world, and it's going to print hello world to the screen. If I just put first program, it'll print first program to the screen. For now, I'm just going to put hello world with an exclamation sign. And to end the statement, just remember that every C++ statement ends with a semicolon. So we have to put a semicolon there, and this is a statement, so I'm just going to say statement here as a comment to say that this is a statement for now. And then because we said we need a return type of an integer, we are going to return 0. So in that case, what this does is that the return 0 tells the compiler that if 0 is returned, that means that the process, all of these lines were executed properly. If 1 or -1 is returned, usually it just means that there was an error somewhere. There was some problem in executing all of these lines somewhere, and the program exited in between, and all of these did not get to execute. And we use 0 because that's just by convention. Programmers use 0 to say that something was successfully run, or but we could have used something else. But for now, usually by convention we use 0, and we will usually at the end of the main, we're mostly going to return 0. And let's go ahead and save that and run it. So at first I'm just going to build, and then as you can see down here, it'll give you messages for your build, and as you can see, the build finished with 0 errors, 0 warnings. Everything was fine inside the build message. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to run it with this button. After I run it, as you can see, it brings up this command line. It's the console application, and it printed hello world. It says press any key to continue, so I'm just going to press enter to continue, and it's just going to end the program. And that's how we can write a program. And for this video, what the key points were that a program consists of 3 main parts: comments, processor directives, preprocessor directives, and a program body. And every C++ program starts with a main function, and a main function must have a return type of int. And that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Definitely hit that bell button and get instant notifications when I upload a video. Your support definitely means a lot. Thanks for watching again. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.